What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the AquaMethodPodcast. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for the text of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for once again rocking with your boy on the AquaMethodPodcast. This should be, if I haven't miscounted, this is episode 95. So I'm just out here trying to make it work.
95 episodes?
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, 95. I did my first 2 episodes in 1 week. So this would be my 94th week doing this thing. Yeah.
So you just been at it, yeah?
Yeah.
So you haven't made it.
There hasn't been a week in which I haven't had the show out.
Good God.
In 94 weeks.
And someone got 2 1 week at the very beginning.
Yeah. Well, the first week was real sad. That was the week that at the Grand they had that shooting.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. And that's what my first episode was about. And it only lasted like 14 minutes, and then the second one was like the real introduction, and it came out the same week. So that was that.
Right.
Yeah. But you heard the voice. That's my homeboy Holden.
Hello.
He's been on the show once before, randomly. This is the first time he was on the show intentionally.
I was forced against my will.
Yeah, I had him locked. There was no camera, so there's no proof as to his conditions. I had him locked up. He had mad lotion on his skin. He's a very large man. He's a very large man, and that's how I like him. Nice and large and greasy and buttery. Mm-hmm.
It's escalated quickly.
Yeah. I was at the comic book shop where I'm at right now, and I didn't know who to talk to, and I didn't want to talk to Mr. Jeff again. I think it was back-to-back weeks, so I just had random people on the show, and you was on for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, I came and stopped in. I think I came to pick something up. I don't know, maybe something magic related or who knows. And then I saw you, and then we just started talking and catching up.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah.
It was around Mardi Gras time.
Yeah, it was. It sure was. Sure was. Actually, your Mardi Gras plans and I don't know. I remember we got on Disney movies and we started talking about you. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what you thought about the new Beauty and the Beast?
I haven't seen it, man. I can't.
What's wrong with you?
I can't watch it, man.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm a strange cat. I ain't really into the princesses too much.
Well, it's not the princesses. You got to go for Beast and Gaston LeFou. Belle is Belle. No one cares about Belle.
I think I saw Beauty and Beast, the animated one when I was a kid. I can't remember. Yeah. But if there's a live action Aladdin, I'm with it.
They're developing it.
Yeah, I heard about it. They say Genie gonna be Will Smith. Will Smith gonna be the Genie.
What you think about that?
I'm not too with it. I'm not with it as much.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody can do it, Will Smith can't do it. But I mean, Robin Williams was he made the Genie what it is.
Right.
But that's nobody. I mean, Robin Williams, unfortunately, he passed away. Rest in peace. And I don't think anybody can replicate that.
See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. They chose Will Smith, right? But Will Smith, I don't find is a sporadic character, kind of like Genie seemed to be. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of making me think they're gonna change a lot of things up with Aladdin.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be as good of a movie.
Yeah. You think they're gonna whitewash it? Because they're looking for Aladdin and Jasmine, so.
I would think so, honestly.
You know who could be Aladdin? I think his name is Dev Patel.
Yeah.
He was in the Best Marigold Hotel. Yeah,
he'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I think he could do Aladdin. Why not? He's a little skinny.
Yeah.
That's all.
No, I think I think they might whitewash Aladdin. Mm-hmm. Because Aladdin's set in the Middle East. Mm-hmm. And with the things going down with the Middle East and America and stuff, I don't know if Disney's going to try that.
That's smart. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
They might whitewash it. I would hope, they try to cast at least in, that race, which is, I think, they're Arabic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on Agrabah and stuff. That's in that place in the world. So, I don't know. I don't know any actors that are Arabic that Could be Aladdin or Jasmine and stuff like that, or Jafar, because it's all on Jafar. I need to have a cackling fool playing that man.
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but he played Captain Hook way back when. No, Captain Hook. Yeah.
Oh, he played Rain Man.
He was in
Dustin Hoffman.
Is it Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah, it was Dustin Hoffman. A lot of people I didn't even know it was Dustin Hoffman until like probably 4 or 5 years ago. And this is like one of my childhood movies I would watch all the time.
Right.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman. I was like, what is this?
He's the guy who was in Home Alone 2, right? Escape to New York. He was like the guy who ran the hotel. That's who I'm thinking about.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
There's been a lot of Peter Pans. Which one are you talking about? The one with Robin Williams?
I think so.
Yeah, the one where he comes back but he's all grown up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dustin Hoffman.
Okay.
That must be him. I can't remember Home Alone 2 that well.
Okay.
Because they've had they had like 4 iterations probably of Peter Pan now. Like live action.
Right. The last one, Pan, I didn't see. I didn't see any of them now I'm thinking about it.
The last one was okay.
Yeah. People hated it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not Peter Pan. There's like Blackbeard, who was Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It wasn't what I expected, but I didn't go in expecting the same thing. Because when I saw Hook wasn't the villain of the story, that's what made me kind of just go, oh, okay, there's probably something different. So I went with that one. Now, what do you think about all the live action remakes though? Because we talked about animated movies and how how I wish at least that they'd go back to an animated style compared to like the CGI Frozen stuff.
Yeah, I just think that kids just they're not used to that. But I mean, like, if a kid likes the Pixar movies, they'll like the flat ones, the 2D movies, like the ones we grew up with. There was a time where there were actual feature-length films that were made the same way they was making cartoons for TV.
Right.
And I liked them. I remember seeing Hunchback of Notre Dame in theaters. I remember seeing that, and I can't remember. There's been a few of them that I saw. I remember seeing a Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Yeah, and they gave out cards. I have those.
I remember seeing Digimon.
Yep.
In theaters. But yeah, it's I don't know. Comic Book Girl 19 is she has a YouTube channel and a YouTube show, and she said it the best. I'm not giving Disney my money twice for the same movie because they're making it like it's like shot for shot.
Yeah.
Apparently, I haven't seen any of the live action remakes. Cinderella came out years ago, and Beauty and Beast, and is that another one? Another remake? Another live action remake?
No, I think those are the only 2. I know Mulan's set to do the next one, but then they're talking about taking out the music of Mulan. Who the hell wants to go see Mulan and can't make the...
Tim Curry's what I'm talking
about.
Yeah, that's
Tim
Jafar.
Curry.
Yeah.
Yes, he'd be a great Jafar.
Yeah.
He'd be a fantastic Jafar.
Is he still with us, huh? Yeah. He's 71.
He had a stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a stroke, and he can't... He's in wheelchair bound or something like that.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was the original Dr. Frankenfurter from... Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually hated that role, apparently.
Did he?
Yeah, he hated people recognizing him because of that role. Mm-hmm. So, he started to eat and gain weight, and
really?
he tried to find ways to distance himself as much as he could from that role. And now he's kind of accepted it. So I think it's better for him.
I mean, when you get in that iconic role like that, you try your best to hey, I'm something else too,
Right.
I think the guy who played Data on Star Trek, he apparently he's really annoyed by Star Trek. By people who keep asking him about that. I mean, you got fans, man. It's just what it is,
See, that's what I think. That's what gets on my nerves about some celebrities. Is the fact that they're famous, right? Mm-hmm. And they got famous because of whatever. You fell on a banana peel. Cool.
Right.
Except that you got famous for that, and then use your fame to do other things.
Right. But I mean, it's I understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you. But sometimes it's not fair. It's not up to them because people won't they want to some of them I think accept the fact that they did something that something silly that made them famous, but other people won't accept them for doing anything else.
Right, I
You know,
can see that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like they were like, I have this serious role about a tsunami. No man, slip on that banana peel again. We don't want to hear that.
But you see, I think it's really up to that person to do a good enough job to make the audience, I guess, believe that they can do other things. Because, I mean, look at Robin Williams or Jim Curry. No, not Jim Curry. Jim Carrey. Lord have mercy.
Whoa.
I'm over here combining people. Oh, God, that'd be one hell of a person.
Whoa.
But no, so Tim Carrey. Tim Carrey now.
Yeah, Tim Carrey.
No, Jim Carrey and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
They did serious movies,
Mm-hmm.
like, the number 23, Eternal Spotless Mind, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I think that's the one.
Okay.
And then you have Bicentennial Man and 1 Hour Photo. You have Insomnia that was also done by Robin Williams. Like, where they playing these weird characters.
Well, I think Robin Williams, they didn't get hit with the "you need to be silly all the time" thing. He didn't get hit with the "you need to be silly all the time" thing as hard as Jim Carrey did. I think Jim Carrey's serious movies didn't do as well.
You don't think?
No.
I mean, the Harry Truman Show.
The Truman Show,
The
Truman
Show.
That was a good one, but I just remember every time he would do a serious role, people would make fun of it because he had to grow a beard and stuff like that.
Right,
You
right.
know?
That's true. But man, they were so good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do think comedic actors can make the best dramatic actors. Because in order to do comedy and do it well, usually you had to live a hard life or something.
Yeah.
Like something's like been dark in your life because you have to be able to laugh at it. You know, that's like, I'm sad Robin Williams is dead. Bring him back. That's it.
Oh man, they made one of them, and yeah, he was an incredibly talented dude, and he seemed happy.
Yeah.
But you never know, man.
I really do think that comedians, especially comedians, are actually very sad people. Like, I think they go through a whole bunch of strife, and they just find the humor in what they're going through, and that's what makes them special.
Yeah. Who's your favorite comedian? Stand-up
Now?
time. Well, yeah. All time, it don't matter.
Bo Burnham's pretty fun. I watched him. I haven't watched that many stand-up comedians lately. George Carlin was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the way he would just weave a story together for
Right.
this big long-running joke, and then he bowed. It killed me.
Right.
I love Robert Williams. He was fun. Richard Pryor was pretty fun. I love Eddie Murphy back in the day.
Yeah.
Holy God, that was great.
Yeah, but that Raw and
Raw and Uncut or whatever, with the red sweatsuit or whatever he has.
no,
on.
Eddie Murphy Raw was one of them, and then there's another one.
Another one?
Yeah, that's a second one that was like.
He was wearing a red suit in one and a blue suit in the other. Yeah,
Right.
now I know what you're talking about.
I can't remember the name of them. It's embarrassing, but I wasn't thinking about it.
But he was fantastic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
loved him.
yeah.
I liked Dane Cook when he first came out.
Did you
but
really?
I did, because it was the Kool-Aid Man joke that killed me every time. It was the Kool-Aid Man, and it was the one about the tire.
I never listened to any of Dane Cook stuff. I just remember that he was just a guy that a lot of girls in college liked.
I guess that was it. Like, I got into him in high school, I think, is whenever he kind of became big, whenever I was in high school. And I only started listening to, because I didn't listen to stand-up comics until, it was around the high school, and one of my friends, like, he was just playing some jokes in the car, and I was killing myself laughing. But then I found out, like, he stole jokes or something. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing in the comedic, like, world.
Apparently so.
Yeah, he's people stealing jokes.
Because Carlos Mencia got hit with that.
Yeah. It was just crazy.
I really like Bill Burr. I listen to him a lot, and I like Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And I like old Dave Chappelle. The old Dave Chappelle stand-up.
Yes.
I haven't listened to the two you got on Netflix yet, but I'm gonna check it out. I like Amy Schumer sometimes. I heard the leather one was the last one she did was awful. That's what I heard.
I don't like her face. I can't watch her. I'd have to listen to her through like a podcast. I just don't like her face.
You didn't see Trainwreck?
No.
Yeah, she had a movie called Trainwreck.
That was the one where the people got shot. That was the same movie?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, I think I actually didn't. Well, I didn't go to that one because the movie theater shut down for a bit. But it wasn't like I don't like her face. I don't like her face. Like Scarlett Johansson, I don't like Scarlett Johansson.
Oh no, that's a beautiful woman, bro. You are insane.
I don't think she's an ugly woman. It's just I don't like her acting.
Oh.
She just, I don't know. There's just something about her. She doesn't do it for me as an actress. And honestly, I think what the problem is because she was in Avengers, and it's not even her fault at this point because they're writing Black Widow all in the script all over the place, and I'm like, no one cares.
Oh.
It's true though. You go to see the Avengers, who you going to see? Black Widow? No. You're going to see the super dudes beat the hell out of somebody.
I love Black Widow, man. I love Scarlett Johansson's portrayal of Black Widow. I like Captain America: Winter Soldier. She was the most impactful in that because she was like the sidekick of that movie, and I think she did a great job.
In that one, it's fine.
Right.
Because, it's not as, big. Because in Avengers, you're trying to fit, like, a billion heroes into, like, an hour or 2 hours of film.
Right.
No one cares about Black Widow at this point.
Oh, man.
I mean, she might as well not even go to the fight. Who she's going to beat. Go ahead. Name one of the Avengers she's beating. Hawkeye? No, Hawkeye's going to shoot her in the mouth with an arrow from, like, 100 yards away.
During the Battle of New York, she killed a lot of aliens.
Yeah, everyone was killing aliens. If I was driving a car, I could have killed me a couple aliens.
Oh, stop it, man.
But Hulk, took down the whole, ship creature thingy. I don't even know what that was.
Big monster, yeah.
I mean, Scarlett Johansson's met. Speaking of her, though, Ghost in Shell. What's your thoughts?
What's your thoughts? I thought it was a C movie.
A C movie?
Yeah. It was average. It was right in the middle. I like the way it looked. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But everything that made up that movie, I've seen a dozen times before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like existentialism and trying to figure out who you are in the world and artificial intelligence. You got AI. You got RoboCop. You got the Matrix. You got all that, and that's already been done before. And again, like Ghost in the Shell came out a long time before that, but I just feel like they didn't do anything new from a storytelling standpoint. From a visual standpoint, it was awesome. And I like Scarlett Johansson's portrayal in it, but I thought it was kind of boring.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that one. But what you think of her as like the casting in there? Like we were talking about whitewashing a while ago with like Aladdin. Do you consider Ghost in the Shell a whitewashable thing?
No.
Because the general can technically, I think, Major. What's her character?
It's Major. I can't remember.
The Major, yeah.
I think it's Kusanagi.
Yeah.
Or I can't remember her.
But like that character,
name.
Because of the origin of like it's
Multiple.
A cyborg, it could be any race. Yeah.
So that's why I think just people just wanted to be upset because she could have been any race. The guy who made Ghost in the Shell, who directed the original thing, he said. He didn't mind. He liked it.
Right.
Because of the fact that it could have been anybody. But they did. They changed a lot of roles into different characters. There was a black guy. There was a black guy who played a minor role in the movie who was Japanese in the cartoon.
Wow! I didn't know.
Again, it was real minor. If you're not into the cartoons, the shows, or
the anime and stuff.
I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the feature-length film,
right?
The animated film, but I saw a lot of the series. Yeah, I saw a lot of the animated series, and so I noticed the name, and like that guy with the curly hair, it was he's a Japanese guy, but he's black in the movie.
Okay. Meh. I don't know. Well, whitewashing in general, that's a good topic, I think, for movies. Where do you really start to take an issue with a whitewashing or, like, a different race in that role?
Well...
if I took, like, for instance, for Ghost of the Shell, if I took an Asian man and then I cast him as a black guy, is it as big of a problem?
It's not a big problem if the guy is not that big a character.
Right.
Like, if you're a deep fan, then he's a big character.
Right.
But if you just coming into it, then you ain't gonna even know who he is. So like, and he wasn't in the movie a lot. I just know that they separated him because I heard the name, and then the guy who responded to the name was not the guy I was expecting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I wish I could remember the name because they changed it to a more American name. Because he had a very Japanese name. So, but Gods of Egypt was one that got real bad because it's set in Egypt and everybody's white.
Yeah.
Except for
the girl, the one that Set was after, huh?
I didn't see the movie. I just know that I think his name is Bosman, the guy who played Black Panther. He was in the movie also.
Yes. Yeah.
He was in that. That's the only. And from the trailers I've seen, he was the only black guy in it. So that one.
They had a couple Egyptian-looking people in it, but then it was more the guys. The girls, I think, in it, or the women, were more Egyptian in their look, and they might have been as white as I am, like paper. All right, but the way they had colored them, they made them look darker. But they also looked like their bone structure and stuff looked like it would have been more exotic.
Yeah.
But then Gerard Butler is Set.
Yeah.
The Egyptian god of destruction and famine and all this stuff. That's a little much. You just having a Scottish man play an Egyptian death god.
Well, but he said either the writer or the director something said he can't have a bunch of Muslim nobodies, essentially.
It's true. That's whenever you have to cast people, and that's a big thing in theater, like in the theater world, musical world, opera, anything with the arts. You have to kind of sacrifice sometimes the role that what it's supposed to be for what's gonna sell, and it sucks. It's like that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's just where art meets commerce and stuff like that. I mean, I think all artists, if you want your stuff to sell, you have to compromise a little bit.
Yeah.
People act like they don't, but you do.
A little bit. You definitely.
A little bit. I mean, maybe not a lot, but something. That's probably a song or a verse or even a couple of phrases that you probably wouldn't have said or done if you had complete control and you knew that it was going to sell regardless.
Right.
You have to build yourself up to get to a place where you can sell whatever you want to sell. And I think that goes with all art. But yeah, I mean, I don't really mind it. The thing when it comes to changing of races, I don't like it from comic book adaptations. That's what I don't like.
Yes.
Like I'm black. For those that might not know, because I haven't had cameras in 5 weeks. And my apologies. I just work a lot, man. I work a lot. I'm always busy, and editing video takes a lot of time. And there's gonna be one soon with video. But I'm black, and I don't like Johnny Storm being black because he's been white in all Human Torch.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I had to think about that. I don't like the Fantastic Four peoples. They did bore me. Like, Mr. Fantastic.
Characters?
Yeah, they seem just boring.
I'm going to get on that in a little bit because that's funny. I kind of agree with you. But yeah, the Human Torch should be white because he was made white.
Yeah.
He should always be white. The Kingpin was black in the original Daredevil movie. He was white. He's white in the comics. They just couldn't find a guy big enough to support, in the voice. Michael Clark Duncan, rest in peace. He did a great job with it.
Yeah, I thought he was fantastic as Kingpin. I was like, holy God, please don't hit me.
He might have been the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
He might have been the best part of the movie.
The movie, though, if you really go back and watch it, it wasn't all too bad. It's just like they had carny pieces in there. That there's no reason for that.
What you mean?
Like whenever they have the fight between Daredevil and Elektra at the playground. Like that. What is that solving? What are y'all doing right now? Like stuff like that. Like I don't think
the Netflix version is a lot better.
Yeah. Oh man, dude.
It's a lot
Wilson
better.
Fisk, the Kingpin.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Netflix version of the whole series.
Oh yes, no, the whole series.
The Kingpin is absolutely better.
God.
But where was he? 20 years ago.
What you think about the lead actor of Daredevil? Because my family, we all watch all the stuff. And I was talking to my mom, and she said she loves the Kingpin and everything, but she hates the guy that plays Daredevil.
I love him.
Yeah, I'm just
Charlie Cox portrays a great Matt Murdock Daredevil.
Yeah,
he does a great job with it, and I believe him. I mean, I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes.
I think he does a great job.
I do find he's a little one note sometimes. Like his acting, I guess, might be a little one note, or it might be the way the script is written. It just seems like he doesn't grow. Like there's nothing that he really like gets.
I like him. I like Matt Murdock. I didn't like him in Boardwalk Empire. He was a character towards the end of Boardwalk Empire. I didn't like him. I don't like his character.
I didn't watch all of that yet. That's on my list, like my
Yeah.
queue of like shows.
It's a great show, man.
Like,
Boardwalk Empire is on point.
Yeah, that's all I've heard.
The last season let me down though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
it happens.
Yeah. Maybe because I just knew it was going to end. But that was like from the end of season 4. I think season 5 was the last one. There's like a time gap.
Yeah.
And people die off, and you don't even know stuff like that. You know, it's like a different. Like you're watching 2 different shows,
Right.
with the same characters. You know?
Right. Now, my show right now I need to watch is The Last Kingdom. It's on Netflix. It was I think a BBC show. I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain that's what it was. It's about like the Viking invasion of England and them fighting off the Vikings. It's fantastic. People dying all over the place.
Oh no.
No, yeah, it's right up my alley. Like Game of Thrones, I love it, but I think Game of Thrones is getting a little campy.
What you mean? How you feel?
Like, they're not progressing as fast as I want them to progress. It's like, okay, y'all, can we move on?
Right. No, I can see that. I can get that. But there's so many storylines, though, man. That's
There
the
are.
thing. Yeah.
But, man, they don't release them enough, and there's
apparently-
not a lot of them.
They got, 8 episodes in the last season, and they're going to try to tie all that together? There's so many. I don't know, man.
I think they're only doing 7 this season.
yeah.
Like, they're doing even less. It's like,
Right.
what is happening, y'all?
Right.
But no, like,
Can't
okay.
end that like that, man.
Yeah, like the White Walkers. Why are people not just willy-nilly talking about the White Walkers? Do they not know these people have crossed the wall and are killing, like slaughtering people? Everyone's like just denying it. Not, that's a lie. It's a myth.
Still, yeah.
It's like, can y'all send someone to go check this out? What's happening? I want Cersei to die so bad.
She is
Oh,
not
man.
nice, but man, she on that throne now, man. But
I ain't gonna lie, she's real. I ain't playing with that lady, but
she's probably gonna get got in a little bit.
oh yeah,
In the last season, I think I don't know. She might be it, man.
yeah. Okay, so predictions on Game of Thrones.
Who
What you think's gonna? Who do you think is
It's gonna
gonna
be
take the leadership?
Well, I could see it, man. I mean, honestly, I could see any one of them. I think for good, for the classic, good defeats bad
Yeah.
trope, it should be Jon
Yeah.
Snow. But the way Game of Thrones been going, Cersei might have it. Some kind of way she'll find a way to kill them dragons and it'd be over with. But I like Daenerys a lot. So either Daenerys for me,
Yeah,
I would like to see either Jon Snow or Daenerys do it.
yeah. I think Daenerys will get it.
Yeah.
I think Jon Snow's like definitely the correct heir to the throne, like bloodline wise, because I think he's Ragnar. I can't think of his name, and I'm sorry. I apologize to all the Game of Thrones fans. But I think he's the love child of Ed Stark's sister and one of the Targaryens, the one who's like in line.
Who's Jon Snow?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's definitely a Targaryen, I would say.
So, but Ned Stark.
Yes, Ned Stark's sister,
Okay.
who was Baratheon. No, not.
But he's Ned Stark's son, though. He can't be.
No. That he's. You don't know for sure he's Ned Stark's son.
Oh.
You
come
didn't
on,
watch
man.
the last season? The last season it shows that like Jon Snow was like the baby that he went and got in that tower from his sister.
Huh.
Yeah, during like the big battle or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would. It was appointment television.
Well,
I
I
tried
just
my best.
spoiled it for you.
Well, that's fine. I didn't know. The Hodor thing I saw. Yeah, I
hold
saw
the
all
door.
that. Yeah. Oh, poor thing, man. That shit had Twitter going crazy, man. Everybody was doing
They
that.
didn't need to kill that man. That was cold.
Yeah, man. Everybody was sad, and everybody finally get it. Why I kept saying Hodor and stuff like that, and everybody that made me sad, man.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
But not that's so from the last season that Jon Snow's not Ned Stark's son, but his sister's son.
Ah.
So now it's like, who's the dad? And I think it's a Targaryen, and I think Jon Snow is technically the rightful heir of the entire thing that's been going on, the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
The way I see it going down is I think Cersei's going to probably be bullheaded, not want to give up her power or whatnot, even though the White Walkers are coming. So Daenerys and Jon Snow have to go smack her Okay, so knock her off the throne. And then they're going to have to go kill all the White Walkers with the dragons. Probably the White Walkers and dragons will kill each other. And I don't see Jon Snow taking the reins as the king. Like, he is a character. Not that I don't want it.
No, he don't want it.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Right.
I think what he's going to do is abdicate and give it to Daenerys. Because Daenerys seems like...
She's ready for it.
Yeah, she seems like she's experienced as a leader right now. You know, she's been with all these people for Lord knows how long. I just miss, what's his name?
Makes sense.
Drago. I wish he wouldn't have died the first season. Jason Momoa's character.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, he was my spirit animal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ready for him to be in Aquaman?
Yeah, I'm interested in that one.
It's coming out this year.
I'm hoping the DC can pull themselves together. Because it doesn't make sense, because the DC animated series that they've had, like the Justice Leagues, Batman's. I don't like Superman, so I never watched him.
Right, yeah, Superman's not a good character.
Yeah, he's boring. But definitely the Batman and the Justice League, I think, were very well written. I was always intrigued with the storylines, never really bored. Even their animated movies were really good. And the Marvel animated series were fun, but they weren't, they weren't as good as the DC animated ones.
Okay.
Like, in story-wise, I just don't think they were. But when it comes to movies, DC might as well just go straight to, Redbox.
Like I said, the thing about DC, I've said this a bunch of times, is that Marvel had so much of a head start. And it worked out. And they are copying the model that Marvel set in place, and they're trying to condense it.
Yes.
They had what, I think it was they had 2 movies before they did a team up movie with Suicide Squad. Marvel had 5 before the Avengers came out. And they're trying to condense it, and now they're on the Justice League, and the only introduction when the Avengers came to be, you got introduced to Hawkeye for a second in Thor. You got introduced to Black Widow for a little while. She had a sizable part in Iron Man 2. And of course the Hulk and Iron Man, Thor, and Captain America were already in there.
Yeah.
They already had their own joints. With Suicide Squad, you got Batman and Superman. Wonder Woman had a small piece of the Batman and Superman movie.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And Aquaman, Cyborg, and Flash had YouTube clips in Batman vs. Superman. So you gotta introduce these characters. It's all been rushed. All of it's been rushed. That's the biggest part about the DCEU, in terms of the movies. The Arrowverse is doing better in the TV side, but I don't like the Arrowverse as much because
I think it fell off after season 2.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't watched that much of it. What made the MCU TV side of the MCU better is the fact that they're all connected, and even if it's by the thinnest thread, it's connected to the larger movies, right? There's no connection between the DCEU and the Arrowverse or the Gotham or anything like that. That's all that separate. And the characters have all been pretty grounded in MCU. They got the only costumes. I mean, the costumes are double-ass tactical gear.
Yes.
Even Captain America's Stars and Stripes is like armor. Like stuff a military person would wear, not in those colors. Black Widow is tactical gear. Hawkeye is tactical gear. The flashy ones are Iron Man and Spider-Man essentially. But in the DCEU in the Arrowverse, they look like cartoon characters. Like spandex is like just real flashy.
Yeah.
Walking around at night with bright blue and bright orange and stuff like that. It just looks silly.
A little crazy.
That's the only thing I don't like about it. But I like the fact that they're trying their best to connect these 3 shows: Flash, Supergirl, and Arrow.
Yes.
They're trying their best, and the Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So 4 shows. They're trying their best to connect them all.
Did you know about Lucifer, the show Lucifer? You heard about it or no?
No. I mean, I heard of it, but
it's so good.
I can't watch nothing called that, man.
No, it's not. It's not at all like what you would think. Like a lot of people, and I think that's what would turn a lot of people off. It's like it's Lucifer. Oh no, But it's really not. It's it's like Lucifer is a fictional character. It's the same like character from like the Bible, like essentially like the fallen angel and whatnot. But the show takes him in kind of like not like Odin and Thor and like the gods in Marvel Universe or like Norse gods and stuff like that, or like Ares and stuff. They kind of use the angels as that in the DC universe because he's a DC comic. I didn't even know that. I was out of my mind.
I think it's an imprint. I think DC owned the comic that he was in. But yeah, man, like just I don't know, man. Bad juju, bad vibes, man. I ain't with it.
It's nothing like that. It's actually very good, and it's a very good intellectual piece if you look at it like that. Because in the show, he's not. Lucifer, I guess, isn't like the good guy. The good guy is like a detective, but Lucifer like helps her out through investigations because like there's something that draws him to her. It's kind of like a love story between those two. But Lucifer plays an interesting part in it. Like he's saying that he didn't do all the bad things. Like he doesn't come off as a character that's bad. He's just the one who's blamed for it because he's in charge of hell and stuff. It's a pretty good show. Like it's a good show. It's fun to watch.
I'm with you. I haven't heard anything bad about it.
I'll up it. I kill myself laughing all the time. That's the thing. I have to. If you can make me feel emotionally on some level, like sympathize with the characters to the point that like feel bad for them, or like I want to cry sometimes, and you can make me laugh. That's it. You win. I'll watch you all the time.
Is that it? So that does it for you?
Yeah, I have to. There has to be a big emotional pull.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
Rick and Morty. Did you watch? Have you watched that?
Yeah.
So I didn't want to watch it first. I hate that animation style.
Really?
I
the animation doesn't bother me. What gave me pause was the fact that he kept burping while he was talking. I couldn't.
Yeah, that's a little much sometimes.
I couldn't deal with it. And then I started playing the game on the phone, and I started liking it. And, so I'm off and on with it.
Yeah.
I'm off and on with it.
But man, like I just watched the first 2 seasons, and I watched the first episode of the 3rd season. I think just came out because my girlfriend was like, "No, you need to watch it." So I was like, "All right, fine, I'll watch it." And then I left it. Oh man, some of it is just so outlandish.
I told you to bring your girlfriend here.
Yeah, well, no, she's sleeping right now because she worked early this morning at CC's, the coffee house. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I think she had to go like for 4:45 or something in the morning. So like they opened it then, and then she worked till 10:30, 11, I don't know. And then she picked up another shift tonight. So instead of looking like a zombie and probably ready to kill somebody, she's sleeping right now.
Oh, that's fair.
So that I think they close at like 10 or something, but it'll just be easier on her to kind of sleep and whatnot.
I'm with you.
Plus, why not have a lazy day?
Yeah. But yeah, man, I wanted to get your thoughts on Cinco de Mayo and some very expensive clothes. But before that, I'm recording at Ambooks 2, the comic book shop, once again. So thanks to Mr. Jeff for letting me rock out here. If you're ever in the neighborhood, there's new comic books every Wednesday. So please stop by. It's a very good environment, very cool, very fun. There's board games, Warhammer stuff, card games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and stuff like that. There's novels and textbooks if you are into that education thing. So stop by Ambooks 2 if you're in the Lafayette area. If you're not in the Lafayette area, stop by your local comic book shop because comic books are awesome.
True.
Yep. But yeah, how much for a pair of shoes? What's the most you're willing to pay?
For a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have to make the dividing line. Are we talking like dress shoes?
I said shoes.
Yeah, but dress shoes and then tennis shoes are totally different.
I know. What's the most you're willing to pay for whatever?
Well,
put on your foot. The thing you put on your foot.
If we talking about dress shoes, like leather and whatnot, I think 100 to 150 is pushing it, but 120, I'd be comfortable with paying for a good pair of dress shoes because you don't wear them all that often, I guess, all the time. And then you need to have well-crafted dress shoes because oh sweet God, tennis shoes, I'd say 70 is the most.
Really?
Yeah, Jordans. I think people go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with Jordans. Like, why?
Now I asked that because I'm gonna give you a name and let me know if you heard of it. LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball. I'd be lying if I said I knew. It sounds familiar,
Yeah.
but I don't know exactly who it is.
Well, his son was a player for UCLA. And he's
Okay.
probably going to be one of the top 3 draft picks in the NBA draft coming up. And
Okay, my brother probably talked about it. He's all into like sports and everything. I played sports and football, but like I don't watch like, TV.
Okay.
But he watches like ESPN and stuff a lot.
yeah. Well, this guy is trying to market his son and be a part of his brand, Big Baller brand. Because his last name is Ball, and he got 3 sons. His middle son is going to UCLA, and the baby is a sophomore in high school, and he'll be going to UCLA also, or something like that.
Okay.
And he's trying to market him as the next big thing. He got 3 LeBrons essentially and stuff like that. And he doesn't want an endorsement deal with a big shoe company. He wants like a co-branding, like partnership. Instead of like him working for them, he wants to work with them. So he's building his own shoes and his own stuff like that. And his shoes, on the cheap side, are $495.
Oh, well, I know.
$495 for the cheap side shoes, and he has slippers that are $220, and the most expensive shoe is $1,195.
Was it made of silver or gold? You tell me what is that shoe made of?
It's just regular. It looks like a shoe. It's a regular shoe.
No.
Regular shoe.
That's like Kanye West with the Yeezy. He looks like a homeless person trying to charge him money. Come on now, stop.
Yeah, man. So $495 for the mid-range shoe.
I will. No, hell no.
People are buying them.
But they special?
No, they're just regular. Oh, the people special. No.
Oh no.
Just regular shoes, but
Be gullible or something. That's just stupid. That's too much money. $400. Buy yourself 2 PlayStations and occupy your time or something. What you doing?
Well, he's not marketing it as a luxury item, but only rich people are buying them, and he's only making the amount that he's selling because it takes 6 months to make shoe. So he's getting orders now. He knows exactly how much he needs to make, and he'll make just that much.
So a one-time thing.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think it's a one-time thing. I think it's going to be like cyclical.
Okay. Well, if it was a one-time thing, there's a draw for that, but the dude better be like Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Because if he's not Michael Jordan when he gets to the NBA,
They're going to throw his shoes at him.
Exactly. Like, he's not an artist or anything like that. No, I still think that's ridiculous. That at $400 is just obscene for a shoe. A tennis shoe at that.
Almost $500. And the slippers are, like I said, are $200.
And slippers! What the hell are you putting on those slippers?
Flip-flops. They're not closed. They're not closed toe.
No, hold on.
They're open
You did
toe.
not just tell me.
They're called sliders. You slide your foot in them.
Oh, okay. So like the little Jordans and the Nikes, the ones that people wear with socks.
Not
and
one with a little thing between the big toe.
the thong. I think that's what it's called. It's legit what it is.
Right.
Oh, but
$220.
No, now he's tripping.
Yeah,
He
man.
needs to go somewhere with himself. He needs to go like somewhere. That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna be talking about that on my radio show come this weekend.
You tell them that I said that he is stupid. Because that is no. That's just obscene. That's greedy. That's just greedy at that point.
Well, and he says that if you can't afford it, you're not a big baller. Because people was just like outraged that he was charged as much. His son's not even in the league yet.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't buy it just because he said that. Oh, I'm not a big baller now because of that. Oh, you can't have money.
But it makes sense. But there's people who will say that I am indeed a big baller. I have millions of dollars in the bank. I'm gonna get these shoes.
And they dumb. That's wasteful with your money at that point. Jesus, no.
For me to spend $200 on sneakers. Now I see what you're saying about
sneakers.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about the dress shoes. But for me to spend $200 on sneakers, I have to have $100 million in the bank.
Okay, well at that point, just buy what you want. Buy the whole company. Just have fun. You can do what you want at that point.
Right.
But I think for someone to buy that's not like obscenely rich. Even if you are obscenely rich, though, I do think it's like that's a little like dumb. That's ridiculous. What are you doing? You could fly somewhere for that.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, it's like what?
You're right. That's a trip. That's a plane trip.
Oh man, no. Like I go to Academy to buy my shoes. every time I buy tennis shoes, I go to Academy, and I always buy Nike because I like Nikes. And then I buy like the Free Light Run or something like that, and it's that series of shoe, and I always buy that series of shoe because I love them. They're comfortable. They last forever. I just bought a pair of shoes like earlier this week, but $400. Oh no, they catching hands.
I was never a fan. I was never a big fan of shoes to begin with. Like I'm gonna wear the shoes I got on gonna fall off my foot. You know, I'm not a fan of shoes. I couldn't care less. I think what made me less of a fan of shoes, and I've said this on the show before, was I had some Jordans when I was a kid, and for a week I was the coolest kid in school. And people were like, oh, Glenn got the new Jordans. And then another pair of Jordans came out like a week later, and like, oh, Glenn, you got the old Jordans.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, F these shoes. I just need something to put on my feet so I don't step on rocks.
I'm done with these shoes.
I don't care.
No.
I just as long as they match. I always get black and white shoes because they match everything.
Yes.
You know,
yeah.
I ain't getting no flashy color shoe. I might get a khaki color shoe.
I got some red ones because I have these black pants with like red stripes inside, like the Adidas, like basketball pants I call them.
You wearing Nike shoes with Adidas pants?
Yeah, why not? we can cross brand. It's cool.
That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, everyone's be like, you ain't rapping Nike.
Right,
come after you.
Right.
But no, like I got these like because of that coloring and stuff. Because black and white, I like black and white. A lot of my stuff is black and white and gray. I like to wear, like, that's the colors I wear.
You match everything.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
But, like, even, like, on my body, I don't like to wear, like, I'm a big dude. So, you know, if I wear, like, something flamboyant as all hell on the top of my body, bruh, that is a big sun that you were looking at that point. It's like, whoa.
So, Cinco de Mayo is today. Today is Cinco de Mayo. And I feel like I really hate it. I don't like Cinco de Mayo. I don't like it. I mean, I like it as a fan of parties and revelry and people having a good time. But that's Louisiana though. We have a good time anytime.
Yeah.
You know, there's always a festival. There's always something involving music and food. But Cinco de Mayo in America is just is a sham, and I feel like Mexicans are just laughing at us. Like, look at these silly people. They just using it as an excuse to drink. Same with the Irish people in St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Like I feel like part of me feels like we're being disrespectful to them.
Yeah, I can see where you come with that.
And part of me feels like it's just another excuse to get drunk. I mean, like, you don't have to have a special day. You know? But beer companies and
that's definitely who pushes it.
Right. They don't. Yeah. It's all marketing and stuff like that.
Like, I think Cinco de Mayo. There's been a lot of stuff on Facebook actually saying what it was about, because I never knew, because I never celebrated it.
Right.
I didn't really care about what it was. But it wasn't like a super popularized holiday, even in the place like it was like from or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I think it's to do with the rebellion.
Yeah.
Where like this general like took a bunch of like everyday people, soldiers, and like whipped somebody up.
Right.
I want to say that's what it is. I didn't watch the whole video, but that's the gist of it. But in America, I think it's just been pushed. I think it was like a ploy from beer companies, or kind of like Valentine's Day was pushed just to sell like Hallmark cards, and Easter was pushed to make chocolate sales. I think it was pushed like by the alcohol industries to get like another holiday that people are buying like mass quantities of their product.
Right.
I mean, if you look at the number of Mexican immigrants or like just Mexican people, I don't know how to really say it like correctly, but the number of people that are here that are Mexican or Spanish of like in their heritage and whatnot, it's growing. Like, America's a melting pot. Everything's growing in all numbers. No, I don't think it's a problem.
No, I don't.
Hell, if you come live here, cool, whatever. Just, don't blow everything up and we're good.
Right.
But, like, with that growing number, I think they want to find a way to, like, kind of corner that market as quick as they could. And what better way than to celebrate a holiday that, hey, look, it's something that you can relate to. You can celebrate it.
You think that's what it is? I mean, I think the whole thing about the whole beer company thing having, essentially Cinco de Mayo and St. Patrick's Day and the Super Bowl and stuff like that to sell a lot of beer at one time. I think that's it. The fact that there's a lot of more Mexicans coming in people of Mexican descent coming in. I don't think that has anything to do with it, because I think they know that this is a bunch of bullshit.
Oh no, I do think that, but no, I don't think it's that they are a problem like coming in. I think it's the companies recognizing that that's a growing market.
But I'm saying like
in the
like,
U.S.
But Cinco de Mayo to them isn't as important.
Right.
So I feel like I feel like they would think it's like almost insulting. Like, hey, Mexicans, I see that.
think so, yeah.
There's a bunch of y'all here. Here's a sombrero in Taco Bell as a special.
Yeah. But what other event happens around this time? Like sporting event? Is there any sporting event? There's no holidays
the
really.
NBA and the NHL playoffs are going on right now. And
But it's the playoffs. When's the finals?
Weeks from now.
Yeah, I think it's probably just they took this holiday as an excuse to give another thing to inflate sales.
I wonder how long it's been celebrated in America.
Well, I don't think it's been too long. I really don't think so. Like, I don't even think around the 80s Cinco de Mayo was a big thing.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's recently, like in the 90s, if not like the 2000 era.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it's like as big as it is now. I don't think it was celebrated that like immensely.
Yeah, and I kind of like I have a taste in my mouth for some burritos right now, but I feel like I'm just be disrespected real Mexicans by getting the shit on Cinco de Mayo because it's such a fake holiday to me. And people call it Cinco de Drinko. Like again, like you don't care about anything that has to do with Mexico. You just want to drink, and that's fine, But I mean, don't have a party in the name of something that you don't
believe in.
Well, not necessarily believing that you're not a part of, or you don't represent,
It's like me celebrating Kwanzaa. It's like what is going on? Like
Right.
I'm not African descent. I'm not black or anything. Like there's no ties to Kwanzaa for me. It's like me trying to celebrate Hanukkah. Doesn't work. I'm not Jewish.
Right. But that's kind of interesting too, because the spirit of Christmas, Christmas is not a Christian holiday. It's
it was the. But it's a pagan day. Like Christmas itself, like just December 25th is a pagan day. That was a oh man, I can't remember what it was. One of my friends would know it for sure, but it was a pagan holiday.
Yeah.
But they just like named it there because everyone was already celebrating, so it made just like an easy transition. Because like Jesus was actually born like sometime in the summer.
I heard something like that.
Yeah, or like either like April to like late summer, somewhere in there is when he was born in the middle of the year.
But my point in bringing that up,
with quotations like, if you believe, you don't believe.
Right.
I do.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like when it comes to that stuff. I don't know. It's just that I was raised Christian.
Yeah.
And that's what I've always been told about Christmas. But I don't have as much of a problem of people that don't believe. They don't believe in Christmas or Christianity or any religion that celebrate Christmas, because it's more about the feeling and the family togetherness and stuff like that. But how you feel about that? I mean, like, do you think people who don't believe in anything should
like atheists?
Yeah.
Should what? Be allowed to celebrate Christmas?
Right, yeah.
I don't think there's no reason why they can't celebrate Christmas. As the holiday, have fun with it. I mean, St. Nicholas was not like St. Nicholas, like everyone knows, like he hands out toys and stuff. Yeah. St. Nicholas, the actual saint, struck another like priest or monk, I don't know what you'd call him at the time, but man, I wish I had my friend here. He knows exactly like all about it and stuff, because like he was looking to becoming a priest, but yeah, one punch. But no, there was some apostle of something, some like religion that kind of said Christianity wasn't actually all true. Like they wanted to tweak it a bit, and he said something, so St. Nicholas struck the dude like in a big like council hall full of like other Catholic people, and like he just popped him, and then everyone's like, you can't do that, and he just went, he denounced Jesus. You don't think Jesus would like want that? And it's like, all right, St. Nicholas is real. No, I think if you're atheist, if you're anyone, celebrate like Christmas, because Christmas isn't. There's nothing wrong with celebrating Christmas.
As long as you're not hurting yourself and you're not hurting others.
Yeah.
And you're not into some dark stuff. Yeah.
if you're not hurting anybody, I think you could celebrate whatever you want. The only times I think like it's a little weird to celebrate something is something that it could have been a tragic event that transpired. You know, like Cinco de Mayo, I think there could be negative connotation for that one because if it was like part of a revolution, that's what it was for. People died. You know, like you gotta chill out with that. Like Jesus was born on Christmas, so no, nothing happened on. Well, King Herod did slaughter a lot of children at that time, like, according to the Bible and stuff like that. So I guess it could be a bad time, but the holiday in general is just to celebrate a birth. It's to celebrate, like, you know, the beginning of good things happening for mankind.
Yeah.
And then we got some crazy stuff going on in the country now, so I don't know if it was the good things happening.
Yeah, well, we'll see, man. Like when it comes to that kind of stuff, you just gotta keep progressing and hope. You know, you gotta do your part to make the world a better place. You know? That's how I feel like. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, and you ain't hurting yourself.
You do you.
Yeah.
You do you. Like, it just bothers me with all these like crazy things are going on. Like, people want to censor just the stupidest things.
Censor?
Yeah.
What you mean?
Like, now this could have been fake, but I want to say it's true because I've seen it like all over the place. Texas wanted to pass a bill, I think it was Texas, like guys couldn't, you know, have private time with themselves.
No, that was like a joke.
That was a joke?
Yeah.
Okay, thank Jesus, because I was like, what is this?
I think it was like in response to like the laws prohibiting women from doing certain things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, like the breastfeeding thing.
Yeah.
Like that's actually a good like topic, I think. Who cares? Like, let them feed their kid if that's how they feed their kid. Like, what? What's the problem?
I don't know.
It's just ridiculous. Some people need to go away.
Some people are just too stuck up. That's all.
Yeah, they're busybodies too, though. Like, they don't just stay to themselves. They want to be in everybody else's business.
Right.
No one cares what you want. Okay, go if you want to be comfortable. Go in your house and just turn on your TV or something. Don't come over here acting like the fool, like you're righteous or something. No. It bothers me. You know what else really does bother me though? Like hypocritical people. That's the worst. Legit the worst. Like you'll have these people come in and they're saying like, oh, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that, but here they are, they doing it. And it's like, what? Did you not see that you're the pot calling the kettle black? Yeah. Like, what is happening right here? Just a whole bunch of like silliness going on.
Yeah, man, but I don't really follow too much of that stuff. I just hope that, you know, everything works out.
Yeah,
know?
I do. I really do. What you think about Old Man Logan? How have we not talked about Logan yet? What is going on at this podcast?
Well, man, we got 2 minutes left.
We will talk about Logan real quick.
Okay.
How good is Logan?
I love Logan. Logan
Thank you.
To me, Logan was the best of the Fox Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Coming in second is Deadpool.
Yes, Deadpool's pretty good.
Deadpool's number 2. But yeah, the relationship between Logan and Laura was beautiful.
Yes.
It was really beautiful. They couldn't have picked a better kid. I mean, when you meet Laura in the comic book, she's like a teenager.
Yeah.
You know, so that was kind of. I thought it would have been cool if she was older, but all that anger in that little bitty girl was beautiful, and she did such a good job, you know. And it was really, and I kind of felt sad when she was crying at the end. Spoiler alert. You know, it was real sad, but I think that was the best one. It's a shame that, you know, but you can't do that forever. You know, it can't be Wolverine forever. Right. Know? I mean, as much as we would want him to. You can't be Wolverine.
It's
forever.
A perfect send-off.
Yeah, and there's going to be another Wolverine. I think I would like to see if they're going to do it. If they're going to keep the Wolverine character going, I would like for them to keep the little girl.
The little girl?
Keep the little girl and make her the new Wolverine. Not call her Wolverine, but call, you know.
Yeah, like have X-23 be like the stand-in for Wolverine now.
Let her have her own series. And keep it as dark as it is right now. And let her...
Well, I think they're going to bring Wolverine back to be with the X-Men again. Yeah? Like, I think they'll bring him back, like the character back. I just don't know who they're going to pick.
Yeah.
Because Tom Hardy, I think, would be a great Wolverine,
Yeah.
but I don't think he wants to do that because,
Yeah.
like, Bane was really hard on him, apparently.
Okay.
So I know Wolverine would be really hard on him. I think he'd fit the character well, though.
Yeah.
He's got that intensity, that animalistic quality to him.
But couldn't you see that little girl being?
Oh, yes.
I mean, like a series of movies, a series of R-rated movies, where that little girl's slashing up everybody.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like just a juxtaposition of that
Yeah.
child doing all these very dark things, like very bloody things. This child doing these very bloody things would be.
It's going to be
cool.
interesting if they do that, though.
I hope so. I mean, I can't see them doing it though.
Yeah.
I think
it'd
if
be
they're gonna
hard.
get another Wolverine, I really don't want them to.
Yeah.
Let Wolverine be. I mean, if
Well, there's like 8 timelines now in like the X-Men
that's the thing,
universe now.
Yeah, because I mean, like right now, they rebooted. They did a soft reboot with Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
But Wolverine is in the Xavier Institute, but now Hugh Jackman's not doing it, so they don't have to recast him.
Yeah.
They don't have to recast him because he's still a part of that timeline. And if he's not in the next movie, people will be like, "Where's Wolverine?"
Exactly.
You know, when whoever the villain is doing whatever he's doing.
I want
where's
a good
Wolverine?
Sabretooth. I want a good Sabretooth. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, but
Wolverine is like my favorite like protagonist in the X-Men, but Sabretooth is my favorite villain, and I want a good Sabretooth.
I thought the first one looked the part.
Oh my god, yeah, Tyler Mane. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is him. This is my, like...
I didn't like Liv Schreiber.
No, Liv
much.
Schreiber as an actor is great.
Yeah.
The problem is that he physically wasn't Sabretooth. Like, he wasn't imposing. He wasn't a large guy. Like, Sabretooth, dude... If you're cast Sabretooth, you gotta be at least 6'5", 6'6", and like almost a foot taller than everybody else.
Yeah.
Now the problem is Hugh Jackman wasn't a small dude. Dude was
Right.
like 6'1", 6'2". So you really gotta find a huge guy to play
Right.
this and a good actor. But man, Tyler Mane was so good. He looked the
good.
role.
He looked it, yeah. He looked it. Bro, when the X-Men came out, bro, this was like, it was what, 1999?
Yeah, it was way
2000?
back. Yeah. First X-Men was great though. I loved that movie.
It was okay.
No, loved it. It was like it was my first like I think it was the first like superhero movie really.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like it was
for
X-Men.
us, for me, like you had Superman and Batman had stuff.
Yeah, but like Marvel, I think.
Right,
It was
right.
the first like Marvel
I think so.
one. But man, that was like
Well,
my
actually,
thing.
Captain America had something too.
Yeah, but no one cares about Captain America. He's like a lunchbox.
That's dumb.
He's just plain and
I'm
boring.
gonna disagree with you on that one. I just think the first iteration of Captain America was awful.
Oh god.
They did real good with the MCU Captain America.
Yeah.
But the first one was they had like a plastic shield that would wobble. It was clear too for some strange reason.
It's too good.
But no.
We can talk about Marvel.
No,
movies.
X-Men was
Yeah.
cool. X-Men was cool. X2 was my favorite one though. Of those before Old Man Logan and Deadpool.
Okay.
X2 was my favorite one. But growing up, I was a little kid when X-Men 1 came out.
Yes.
And I don't think I can't remember whether or not I was on the internet at the time, but you couldn't see into the future of what was getting made. Like you just
Right.
saw a trailer of X-Men.
It was a surprise.
Yeah, and you got Cyclops is real, and Storm is real, and Professor X and Patrick Stewart, Charles Xavier was great.
Oh yeah.
His portrayal of Charles Xavier was real
I think
good.
the show was perfectly cast. The first X-Men, like
Yeah.
the way they cast the people, I think it was perfect.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Jackman might have been like tall, and some people like were complaining about
That's
it.
dumb.
But I'm like,
That's silly.
so what if he's a couple inches taller? He literally looks like Wolverine.
Right, yes,
Like,
that's
come
stupid.
on, man.
Yeah. But yeah. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap this thing up, man. And,
That's fine.
And
I'll go talk to people I actually like.
Well, yeah, because I like Captain America. You got an issue with me?
What?
Yeah, because I like
Yeah,
Captain
now
America.
now I can't be friends with you because you like Captain America.
Right, and I like Black
He's
Widow.
the Superman of. I definitely don't like it because you like Black Widow. No, I think everyone can like who they like.
Captain America is not the Superman of Marvel. He is
Oh,
not, because
man.
Superman has all the powers.
Yeah, but he's just so lackluster in the Marvel universe. That's honestly, I think, what makes him like meh. Because if he would have been just a human, like he didn't have the super strength or like the super, reflexes and stuff. If he didn't have that, I think he'd be a better character. But because he has super strength, now he's technically like a superhero. Like Batman's not a superhero; he's just a hero because he doesn't have like super strength and whatnot.
Fair enough, yeah.
But because he has that, now he's in the same category as like Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and then like Captain America is just like literally as bland as the tabletop.
Oh,
he's just
man.
white.
Did you
pasty.
see the movies? Did you see the 3 movies?
I did, and he's okay. But like honestly, I don't care to watch him compared to the other 3 of the, like the 3 original like Avengers and the Avenger like movie.
Okay.
I just like Hulk is awesome because Hulk smash. Like I just want to watch the Hulk destroy something, and whenever he took Loki and just swung that man around, it killed me.
All right, let's do this. All right, real quick, we'll do this. All right, there's 6 Avengers.
6 Avengers.
6 Avengers as a core group in the MCU.
Okay.
In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the movies and TV shows, right? There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Rank them.
Rank them?
Yeah, from your favorite, from your least favorite to your favorite.
Ooh, and the Avengers?
Yeah. Coming in number 6, and you do yours and I do mine. You do 6 and I'm gonna do 6 and then
Jeez,
5, 5,
that's
4,
that's
4, 3,
a large one. Can we like pull the poll in? Like out of what heroes?
No, I'm talking about the
Avengers
ones.
is a 2. Oh wait,
This
what?
is the original Avengers, the group that was established in the first movie.
So we're talking about Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Widow.
That's it.
Okay, so just those.
Just the original.
Black Widow's last.
Okay.
Okay.
That's your last one. My last one would be Hawkeye. My last one would be Hawkeye.
See, I think I'm gonna put Hawkeye actually as 5th,
Okay.
like right above her,
Okay.
because Hawkeye's story was more intriguing in the
Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Having a family and stuff like
I have a
that.
problem with that movie too because I wanted more Ultron, and they killed off Ultron. And that's not how it's supposed to work.
Okay.
But no, I rather him like they humanized him more. Like they made me actually care about him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I still think in that movie he had too much like time devoted to just him because it's Hawkeye. I was like, we don't really care about you that much.
Man.
But like it was nice to see like a little bit of backstory. They used the time wisely. Whereas Black Widow, I don't understand why she's getting so much time because I still don't care about the character.
From a commercial standpoint, it makes sense because she's the only woman
Yeah.
of the original ones.
Well, give us more women. But make them interesting.
I love Black Widow, man. Like, okay, check this out. So, and we're gonna get back to this list too. I ain't forgot. There's a movie coming out in a little while called Atomic Blonde. Charlize Theron.
Okay.
She's like a spy.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
That could have been Black Widow. That could have been the Black Widow solo movie right there.
Yeah, but it wasn't, and that's the problem. Like, if you're gonna do it, which I think it would fail. I don't think a Black Widow movie would like do
You
well.
are incorrect. A
I
Black
don't
Widow,
think so.
if you can make it PG-13, a female Jason Bourne.
I think it will bomb just like Ghost in the Shell did.
I think you're incorrect.
I think Scarlett Johansson herself. I don't think people go to watch her act. They go to look at her. In all honesty, they go to look at her. That's to me. That's what it is. Now,
I think that might have been the case initially, but her being Black Widow, if she does a solo movie, I think it'll work. I think it'll work. I really think it'll work.
I don't know. We'd have to see.
The only thing is, they should have been the first ones to do it because DC is the first one to do it now.
Yeah.
With Wonder Woman, they should have been the first one. They could have been the first one.
Yeah, but Wonder Woman's a more interesting character than Black Widow. And that's hard because Wonder Woman is like Superman, but a girl.
Yeah.
Even though two different powers, but I mean, she's pretty much like that's what she is.
Indestructible. She can fly.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I like spies. I like spies.
Spies are good, but she's just boring. I just don't like her, the actor. I just don't like Scarlett Johansson. I think that's what it is.
That's got to be it, man. That's got to be it.
Like watching like 20 years, they reboot like something, and it's like Black Widow. Oh, this is a good character. Why wasn't she like this back when?
Stupid.
Same exact part.
Anyway, all right. So I'm gonna just give you my whole list.
Yeah.
From
but who's your 5th?
Because
my 6th was Widow, 5th was Hawkeye, your 6th was Hawkeye. Who's your 5th?
I'm gonna say I think Thor number 5.
So how?
I mean, just don't do it for me, man.
Part of my soul has died on this day.
Oh no. On like his 2 movies weren't that good. I like the way they look.
Yeah, I can
thought
see you.
Asgard was beautiful.
Yes.
The portrayal of Asgard was beautiful. And I mean, I don't mind him. I don't mind the acting. I don't mind the character. It's just like I can do without him.
Okay, I can see.
I'm gonna put Thor number 5. I'm gonna put Hulk number 4.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm. Hulk number 4.
Now, when you rate him, are you saying like his, like plot wise, is that what you're rating by, or like the power of the character?
No,
like how central they are to like the whole
the
story.
MCU. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
well, yeah. Then I'd say.
And that might not be an effect of. That might not be him. That might be a result of the fact that they changed actors, and I just wasn't feeling Mark Ruffalo initially. I love him now. He is the Hulk to me. But I'm like, who's this guy? Because I was like, where's Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Where did he go? And then I found out what happened and all that stuff.
I think.
And the fact that he hasn't had a solo movie since.
Yeah. I think I would go with you probably the same then, on like the way you rank those two. Well, no, my 4th would be, and crucial to the plot. I think my 4th is going to be Thor. Yeah, I don't know if he's super crucial to the plot. I do like the actor. I think they picked a good guy for the actor for Thor.
Couldn't pick nobody better than that.
I think 3rd would be the Hulk, because I really like the way they're portraying Hulk now, like the way he's acting with Hulk. And then I think Hulk's going to start playing a bigger role, because World War Hulk is coming, and I'm ready for that. The body is willing and ready.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You think World War Hulk is coming? I don't think so.
I think so. Why not?
I just
Where are
don't.
they going to go after Thanos?
Oh, after that. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it can't be before.
You're right.
But I think after Thanos, that's what they're going to go. I don't know if they're going to do Galactus.
They can't do Galactus because Fox owns it.
Oh, really? They own Galactus?
Galactus is connected to Fantastic Four.
Oh, well, never mind. He'll just stay in the trash universe.
Yeah, that's all Fox right there, man.
Number 2, I'll say.
I know my number 3.
Oh, yeah. What's your number 3? There we go.
Did I do number 4?
Yeah, you put the Hulk number 4, and you put 4, 5. Thor was 5, Hulk was 4.
Okay.
So Black Widow 3?
Yeah.
You trash person.
It's because, first of all, yeah, Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow is beautiful. One.
Yes.
And I like spies. I think she's a female Jason Bourne. I think.
Yeah.
And she could have been.
But Nick Fury's more interesting than her, and he's barely on the screen.
I disagree with that 100%.
You crazy? It's Samuel L. Jackson.
I disagree.
If there's a snake in the movie, it's game over. He
All right,
wins.
so check this out. The same, like people, like the Hawkeye detractors and the Black Widow detractors. The world is ending. There's aliens raining down on Earth. You got a guy in a genius in a suit of armor. You have a super soldier, and you have essentially, because he's not a god, but he's like an Asgardian, like so he's essentially an alien too,
He's pretty much a god. He's pretty much a god. If you really look at the character, it's pretty much impossible to beat Thor. He's on that level with Hulk.
Yeah, okay. And you get the Hulk.
Yeah.
And you get the Hulk. So you got these 4 superhuman people, and you got two people that's human, and they're holding their own, and they're helping out, saving the day.
Well, technically, Black
That's
Widow
why I
I think
like
the
Black
most
Widow.
human.
Yeah,
because Hawkeye's got that almost mutant ability with his shooting and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, I do think she is the most normal of the team.
Right,
I just hate her as a character.
So stupid.
I can't stand her. I want her gone.
But yeah, I just like, and I like that because they could have made Thor more godlike,
Yeah.
And he brought it back in his own. I think in Thor 1, maybe Thor 2, and Loki's like, we are gods, and he's like, well, not really. We can be killed, and we are born, and we die, and stuff like that. And he says, well, yeah, like 5,000 years later, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like that part. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna say number 3 is Black Widow because I like spies.
Yeah,
I think, and I got a Black Widow book. I'm reading Jason Bourne right now, and that's a good one. And as soon as I'm done with Jason Bourne, I'm gonna read that Black Widow joint. But But yeah, she's my number 3, and I'm gonna say number 2 is Captain America. Number 1, Iron Man.
I agree with the number 1 and number 2.
Okay.
I think Captain America is integral to the group.
He's the leader.
Yeah, I do think he's integral to the group. Just like on power level, though, he might as well not be there. And the reason I don't like the character as much is because I wish they'd have made him a normal guy. Like the super soldier thing, I think takes away from the character
But
as
that's
a whole.
who he was in the book.
I know. I feel like it takes away from it because like he's very lackluster compared to the other Avengers because other Avengers are gonna like stomp him in like a fight.
He fought Iron Man to a standstill.
Yeah, but you're also talking about Iron Man. It's not a trained like martial artist. It's just a man in a suit. And you know, they didn't just like crush Iron Man. And he had to use, like in the movies at least, he had to go with Winter Soldier and him to beat the Iron Man. Okay, now 2 super soldiers to beat just a smart man in a suit.
All right, so Captain America was in the forest fighting Thor and Iron Man. He could have got beat up then. They didn't know who he was.
Yeah, but now Captain America didn't really fight Thor. Thor kind of just like hit that man with the shield and everything just stopped.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, hold up. This is too much for everybody. Because I'm pretty sure like if they had an all-out fight, Thor and Hulk win against all the Avengers. You put them together and they're going to win. But like Captain America and Iron Man, I think are the most even matchup throughout the Avengers. I don't know. Captain America just finds, but he got a shield. That's all he got is a shield, and he's got some super strength. Like, at least Batman got like 1,000,000,001 gadgets.
We're going to end this podcast right now, man. Because, like, no, that's a bunch of nonsense, man. We're just going to agree. We're going to agree to disagree.
Well, okay. Captain
And
America.
I got to go.
Well, Captain America compared to Batman, though. Who's a better character? Who's a better character?
Captain America or Batman? That's a
Yeah.
good question. I like Batman more.
Yeah.
I like Batman more, yeah.
Now, I think the
traditionally,
correct, yeah,
I like Batman more.
I think the correct way to look at it would be, you know, Captain America versus Superman, and I do like Captain America more than Superman.
Have to.
Yes, I completely, 100% agree with that. But he's just like watered down Superman. As far as like power level, he's not. Now, if they kill him off in the movies, like they do the comics, and you know Bucky, Winter Soldier becomes Captain America, I'm all about it. Then yeah, let's roll.
So stupid. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, that's pretty much it. I had a good time.
I
Hope
bet.
everyone else had a good time with our ranting and raving.
This is an extra long one, but it's gonna get that's some stuff that's gonna get cut, you know. So
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah, everything Holden says is getting cut out.
Go. Slaughtered.
An hour and 17 minutes turn into 30. No, just out of time. Just out of time purposes,
Yeah.
it's gonna get cut. But yeah, any social media you want to give to people?
I have a Facebook. I don't do Twitter.
Okay.
I don't do
And I don't give people Facebooks out because Facebook's
Yeah.
more personal, you know.
Yeah.
If they had a Twitter or Instagram, I'd really put that out there. But I have a bunch of social media, and you can follow me on all of them. As always, you can follow me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that is GrasshopperGP, Instagram and Twitter. Send me an email at GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, questions, comments, all that good stuff. GrasshopperGP@yahoo.com is the place to do it. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made that account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Episode 95, AquaMethodPodcast. It's your boy GP, Holden. Holden is wrong on everything. Y'all be good. Y'all be good.